There's a urine, and blood, and hair test to get onto the Steve Barman show.
This is what mine look like.
And you're drinking your own urine on my show.
Hi, I'm Kevin, and welcome to the Kevin show. I'm here with Peter Jurich, who has, hello,
Okay.
It's good to meet you.
Nice to, well, we've met now.
Really?
Several times.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, and he is the author of this book. It's called Typing with One Hand. Good with like balance. Did you want to explain the book to first-time Jurich readers?
Yeah, sure. It's a memoir. It's it kind of just happened on accident. Like
Really? It's how many? It's 251 pages of accident writing.
Yeah. I sat down at the computer one day, and I didn't get up for about 2 years. The best way to describe it's a coming-of-age story, I guess, but there's a bit of a twist to it because when I was 3 years old, I was diagnosed with 3 brain tumors and 2 strokes, and so it's like growing up, but with like kind of a slight disability.
Mm-hmm.
So like it deals with like things that young boys deal with, like like learning about sex and drugs and how to make relationships but you're like disabled at that, so that's pretty much the gist of it.
Who did the cover art for that?
That was my buddy Tom Russell. People in Dearborn would be familiar with him.
Well, I was gonna ask also is I grew up in Dearborn actually too, and went to a Christian school, and I was gonna say besides the left-handedness thing, which one of those two elements was a bigger handicap to your development?
Well, I'm currently an atheist. So.
Oh, okay, good. I think
but yes,
that
I think
turns out the same way usually.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
You stop clapping, atheist.
I found out, I browsed your sample chapters on the blog for a little bit, and I found out you're also the author of Strawberries Were Discovered, which I'm assuming is a history of the French domestication of the strawberry plant. Is that true?
Actually, no. It's in 5th grade we had to write a short story about how like we were all assigned a different fruit, and we had to write about how they came to be.
Okay.
And I did a short story about how strawberries were discovered, and see, a long time ago, where strawberries grew on trees, but then like beavers ravaged the town and tore down all the trees.
Beavers did it?
And
Really?
yeah, that
Okay.
is from a 5th grade mindset. I would still probably write the same story today, though.
In your description of the book on Lulu, where you have it for print on demand, you listed some unsolicited butt grabbing as a one of your hand's freakish activities, and what I want to know, what is it like to only have one hand that does that?
Okay,
I have 2.
well, see, my disability is that I have very limited fine motor skills in my left hand, and I kind of walk a little funny. I guess I don't really have complete control over what my left hand does. I know that sounds kind of weird, but there is a chapter in the book in high school where I was walking back from gym class, and my left hand had grabbed the rear end of a young lady whose huge boyfriend was like sitting right there, and
at least you have an excuse.
I'll try explaining that though. Like, oh, I'm sorry.
Read my book.
Yeah. Yeah. Then
well, now you can do that, right?
Right on. Yeah.
All right. Is there anywhere else you're promoting the book that you'd like people to follow you in interviews and whatnot?
Yes. Yeah, I'm doing a blog tour right now.
Okay.
Where I'm just appearing like I'm appearing, I guess, on other people's blogs. Most of them are writing blogs. It just kicked off today, actually.
What's the first one?
I'm sorry?
What's the first one?
Oh, it's an interview. It's at this other author that I had never even met before, but she's recommended to me from a friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's at laurawrites.com, Lara. And yeah, it's just a basic interview about what I've done, etc. And then like I have like a few more articles appearing on other blogs, and you know, if anybody wants to add me on Facebook or Twitter, it's at Peter Jurich, and you can follow my blog tour and buy multiple copies of my book.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was also wondering, you have, it seems like, a lot of somewhat negative stories happening in your book. From the sample chapters that I read, it's all like I'm trying to pee and my hand is flying up in the air and like bad things, unpleasant.
Right,
and
right.
I was wondering, like, what is a good memory that you have from your childhood?
A good memory I have. First of all, like, I'm from the school of thought that you can't write when you're happy, and you can't write when there's like no conflict.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, there are good parts of my life that I remember.
What's one from childhood?
Well, my favorite memory is my mother woke me up for school one morning, and she said, "Peter, time to get up." And I was like, "You know, I don't feel like getting up." And she's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to bed." So she did, and like 2 hours later, we woke up and we went to the zoo.
Cool mom.
Well, she